YouTube, what is going on? It is that NBA guy, Josh. Today is July 6, 2015. I hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I know I did with my family up in Orlando, going to some water parks and this and that. But big weekend for the NBA. We had a lot of free agents declared their destinations, and most of them new destinations. Just going to be going over one in particular. That would be arguably the biggest free agent this summer, which is Lamarcus Aldidge, formerly of the Portland Trail Blazers, the newest member of the San Antonio Spurs. Just going to give my 2 cents on what's going on with this, and how it's going to impact the Western Conference and the NBA overall. Now, Lamarcus Aldidge, a guy that is an automatic double-double. Really not going to get you too many triple-doubles. He's not that great of an assist man, but then again, he's a power forward, so we really don't expect that of him. Although, when the time is right, he definitely makes his presence felt on the court. How bad is Portland going to miss this guy? A ton. That mid-range game, he has one of the best jump shots of any big man in the NBA right now, and also of recent history. I mean, the fact that he could take the ball, that 14 to 18 feet mid-range jump shot and knock him down with consistency. I think he was anywhere in the 45 to 48% mark last season. Those type of shots. It just makes it a nightmare because most guys that are guarding him are going to be his size, and they're not going to be as just as quick as he is. So he could face up. He has the triple threat. He could pass the ball. He could take that shot, and if you come up on him and you're not as fast as him, he's going to blow right by you. So, devastating guy. Portland's really going to miss him a lot. Damian Lillard's going to have to show his true worth. I know he got a max contract. He signed a new extension. But, Portland also lost Wesley Matthews. He went to Dallas. And they just lost Robin Lopez to the Knicks as well. So Damian Lillard is going to be the only person that started in their starting lineup last season that's going to be there next season. Portland's going to miss him a lot. Now, what does this mean for the San Antonio Spurs? It's just almost, granted, I'm from New York, so I'm a Yankees fan. So those teams that we had in the 90s, when people would say, oh, your team's unfair, you have so many good players. Yeah. But, the thing is, the Spurs do it the right way. When they got Tim Duncan, David Robinson was, the year before they got Tim Duncan, he came off an injury-riddled season, and that's how they got the number 1 pick in the draft, picked up Tim Duncan. The rest is history there, but they passed the torch from David Robinson on to Tim Duncan. Now they're doing it again with Tim Duncan over to Lamarcus Aldidge. Granted, Aldridge is not a rookie like Duncan was. He's no spring chicken. He's 29 years old. But, with Greg Popovich there and the elite team of trainers that they have at the San Antonio organization, I see Aldridge playing for another 8 years at least. I see him playing, he's definitely going to play until 37, barring some major injury, which, he really hasn't had in his career. So, will he have it as he gets older? Everyone does. But I think he still has a good 4 to 5 seasons, solid ball, and then, Tim Duncan's not the most athletic guy in the NBA anymore, nor was he before this, when he was in his prime. But he's still effective because he's a fundamentally sound player, just like Lamarcus Aldidge is. So San Antonio, I think you have to put them at the number 1 spot in the Western Conference, even though Golden State has everyone coming back. They just came off winning a championship under first-year head coach Steve Kerr. I think you have to put San Antonio ahead. You got Tim Duncan, arguably the most fundamentally sound player in the NBA. You could make an argument there for LeBron James, but Tim Duncan has to rely on fundamentals more than sheer athleticism like Mr. James does. So you have Duncan, now you have Aldridge, Kawhi Leonard's going to come back. All indications are pointing towards Ginobili coming back. Tony Parker's going to be back. Danny Green re-upped. They lost Barnes, or Bearns, or the guy from Australia. He went to Milwaukee, I believe. But he wasn't a really big piece of the puzzle. They got rid of Thiago Splitter to Atlanta. So is there a couple pieces that they need to back up? Yeah, but they're going to find those pieces. Greg Popovich, just the name alone speaks for itself. Guys are going to take a little bit less. Rumor is they're going to get David West, who's a free agent. He's going to come in for either a veteran minimum or anywhere in the $2 to $3 million range per year. He's going to add some toughness to that roster, which they, in my opinion, they need. Everyone on the team is really good, but they don't have that grit. They don't have that hard-nosed attitude like David West is going to bring. I don't see any way that you don't put him or don't put the team as the number one seed and the favorite to win the Western Conference next year. What do you guys think? Lamarcus Aldidge, obviously it's a good pickup. Do you think it is the thing that's going to put them over the top? I know last season they lost in the first round to the Clippers, went Game 7. If any of you guys remember, that Game 7 was the same night as the Pacquiao and Mayweather fight. Chris Paul, awesome shot. So, they went 7 against the Clippers. They got ousted in the first round. Really bad matchup, so you can't really judge their season on that. Clippers were a really good team this year as well. But do you think Lamarcus Aldidge is going to push them over the top? What do you guys think? Drop it in the comments. Definitely don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to my channel. I know I haven't made any videos since the draft happened. I'm going to make some of those this coming week. I really want to take it in. I want to see how these guys are performing in the summer leagues. We'll take it from there. But Lamarcus Aldidge on the San Antonio Spurs. This is going to mean trouble for everyone in the Western Conference. And we'll see how it goes. I cannot wait until tip-off in late October this year. This has been that NBA guy, Josh. I appreciate you guys watching. You guys be good. All right, peace.